Hello everyone, and welcome back to Cynthia's Conversation. How is everybody doing? How was you guys summer? This summer was a long one. It looks like it didn't want to end. It was long. And how is everyone? How we all still standing? And how is, parents, guidance, step parents, how is everyone doing? It was tough. But anyway, they're all back in school now, so hopefully everything will come back to the routine and what we know how to do. And then here we are with the new episode, and I shall read as follow. And guys, I will try as much as possible to do as many as I can. But here we go with this one. And this one was from a gentleman, and it goes like this. Please post me and hide my identity, he says. My which is his manhood, doesn't stand when he's with another woman, no matter what I do, even if I take manpower, drugs and drinks, it won't stand, but it will stand whenever I'm with my wife. Please, I need help and advice because I don't understand. Could this be that my wife is using charm on me or what? Please, I need a solution. Okay, so let me start again. This gentleman here is saying that he's down there, doesn't stand up for any other woman except for his wife. And he is saying he needs help, and he thinks that the wife is doing charm. That's why he doesn't stand for any other woman except for a wife. But wait, bros, are you saying that you actually intend to cheat? Because for you to know that it doesn't stand for another woman, it means that you've been trying to do it. I don't know. It might be that your wife has nothing to do with it. Because sometimes, why do we always point fingers? We always have to blame someone else and say this somebody's fault. Have you thought about it could be a medical reasons for it? Or maybe, I don't know, maybe the attraction that you have for your wife is not the same one. It's like are you intentionally want to try whether I'm not laughing because it's not a laughing matter. Are you intentionally trying to cheat because you want to try it on somebody else? Or you just want to go with somebody? Because it doesn't make sense. Because first, before you think that is your wife, rule out the medical condition first. Which means you're going to go to a doctor and then you explain to a doctor, and the doctor might suggest some medication that might help, or the doctor might say run some tests and then see how that goes before you can say it's your wife. And I don't, why would your wife go as far and do the charm for? I don't know, because it's something that I don't know. I genuinely cannot answer that question. But I will always base my assumptions or my opinion on the medical side of the issue. So I would say, and sometimes stress happens, and the fact that you are even having it in the mind to go and cheat himself is a problem on its own. That's a different topic for another day. The reason why you see the need to go and sleep with somebody else when you are married. Okay, so, and even though you didn't show your face here, but I can clearly make it out that you're not a small young guy. You are in your late mid-40s, if I'm not mistaken. So with that, it might be stress from work, stress from, or even the person that you are trying to do the thing with, you are not sexually attractive to that person. So it might be that the people in which you want to have the sex with, they are not attractive to you in that way. And for that reason, it doesn't really matter what you do, that bubble will not stand up. And the older you get, the less of that department that you will be able to do without having help. But so for me, my own opinion, suggestion would be try the medical side of it first to make sure that this wasn't there is no any medical reason behind it. And then if you really feel that is your wife, are you going to openly go to your wife and say, honey or darling or sweetheart, Why is it that whenever I want to, it's a conversation that you cannot have with your wife, because in the first thing that will ring bell in her head is you actually wanted to cheat, which, like I said before, that on its own is just a different matter. So I would say your first suggestion is to seek medical advice, run some tests, to make sure that this is not like a medical thing. And then if you really up to it, depends on the kind of relationship you have with your wife. If you think that you can have that conversation with your wife, just imagine, let me put myself in the woman's shoes, let me play the other role, and then you tell me what you think about this conversation. Hi honey, hi, how are you? I'm fine. How was your day today? I'm okay. I have something to tell you. Can you come and have a seat so that we can have this conversation? Okay, let me finish what I'm doing. Okay, here I am, honey. I'm here. What's the matter? Baby, you know what? Why is it that every time I want to somebody else, this bobo here doesn't stand up? And the wife will say, what are you saying? What do you mean? I mean that anytime I want to do this with somebody, that thing doesn't stand up. Honey, are you sure you didn't do charm on me? How does that sound? It sounds so stupid. And that's exactly how I will. My first reaction will say, are you sure you are okay? That there is something not missing here? Because there's not a conversation that you can go home and have with your wife. It doesn't make sense to say, oh, I'm intending to cheat. But the only reason why I'm not cheating at the moment is because my bobo there doesn't want to listen. You see what I mean? So I don't think any woman, no matter how kind and faithful and loving she is, she will want to have that conversation with you. So first go and make sure you rule out the medical part of it, and then as long as it's still standing for your wife, do it at home. Whatever idea that you have in your brain that you want to go and do it, come and do it at home. At least it's still working with the one at home. So before that, even that one too will go. Because when that one go, big boss, you are in a trouble. So remove the idea of having to go and do it with somebody else and stick to the one that you have at home, because it's a conversation that you cannot have with your wife. And personally, I wouldn't even entertain that kind of conversation in the first place. So, boss, I'm not sure I'm really of help, because this is like sort of like private issue that I don't know how much and how far I can go with my opinion and advice. So my only advice is to go and seek medical help. And if that doesn't work, and then maybe you can try some other, I don't know. But I hope I'm able to help. But please, if you do manage to have the conversation with your wife, I would love to know her reaction and what she said and when she said it. Until then, boss, thank you. And to the parents and guardians that are out there, guys, we are still standing. We thank God that we are still standing, because it was a long summer holiday. Until next time, guys, bye.